election are over. I narrated two stories to Professor from a book which came out by a leading economist working on South American economy. I think it was Chile or I don't remember, one of the South American economies. So there were two stories, and I will just repeat those two stories, although it will take time, but they are very illustrative of the mindset that does not allow third world countries to move forward. Now these economists, just as Professor chose to work with Ethiopia to start shoe industry, these two economists also chose leather bags as an area where they could bring exports to that industry. So they went to the industry people, they said, look, we will work with you, and we think that you can multiply your exports by at least 5 to 7 times. They went to United States and they lobbied for them that can you give them more shelf space? If you will give them more shelf space, they will be able to sell more. The leading retailer said that, look, here is the bag from this country and here is the bag from Italy and other countries. Look at their finish. It's such a poor finish that if even we give them double shelf space, customers will not buy and we will waste our shelf space. So if you really want them to sell more, we promise to double their shelf space, but they have to improve their finish of the product. They went back to the bag manufacturers. They said that, if you guys can only put a better stitching and improve the finish of the product, we can get you double space. Now these bag manufacturers said that, what can we do? We will put very fine stitch, but look at the quality of leather. These tanneries don't do their job. And when we are getting a very poor quality leather, no matter what fine stitch we put, it hardly makes any difference. So please go and talk to the tanneries to do their job well. They went to the tanneries. They said that, if you guys can only do a better job of polishing and preparing the hide, well, the final product will be much better, and the stitching people will do a good stitching and you'll have a great value in the product. Well, what can we do? What are you teaching us? We know our job. Please go and talk to the slaughterhouse. When they slaughter the animals, they've already destroyed the hide. And there is very little we can do. So they should be more careful in slaughtering the animal. So they went to the slaughterhouses and they said that please, if you can do your slaughtering of the animal properly, don't damage the hide so that the tanneries can work on the hide properly, you will have great products. What are you telling us? Go and speak to the farmers. They put a stamp mark on the hide or skin of the animal just to identify those animals without any regard to where they are putting that seal. So the hide is already gone when it comes to us because it carries all sorts of different marks. So we cannot do anything. Please go and educate the farmer. They went to the farmer. Said, please, if you be more careful and put this mark on one side so that the entire hide is not destroyed. What can we do? Go and talk to the animal. They scratch their skin wherever they like and they're only damaged. so in the end, it was the fault of the poor animal and nobody was willing to take responsibility for their action. And the second story, they said that, we went to a chamber and we asked them that what is the secret to success in your country. So one gentleman raised his hand and he said, having breakfast with the minister. So he said we were a little surprised, but then we spent good 1 hour explaining to them it is a new economy, it is a global economy, there is WTO, the concessions are gone, the subsidies are going, ministers probably will not be able to do much for you. So you must be more competitive, you must learn to be more efficient, you must learn to be more productive, and that is what will earn you higher incomes and more success in business. So then he said after a while, I again asked them, I hope that I have shown you the other way of success. So now what is the other way of having success in business? The other man raised and said having lunch with the minister. So from breakfast that only came up to the lunch. My point is, you know, the CPAC seeks a win-win partnership between Pakistan and China. The Chinese leadership has said, not on once, but on several occasions, that we don't see Pakistan as a competition. We want to help Pakistan become more industrialized economy. But this will only happen if our business also stands up to the opportunity. We should not wait for spoon feeding. You know, may I ask you, China has an import of about $1.3 trillion. Have we ever done a serious effort that with our friendship, how much of $1.3 trillion import of Chinese economy, which they have to do anyway, how much can we take advantage? How much serious effort our chambers have? So there is a lot of work to be done here. I met a senior Chinese businessman who was willing to do a joint venture. And they said that what would I do? I came across, there were 3 books. 3 किताबें थी. अब मैं किस किताब के ऊपर joint venture करूँ? So I think the corporate governance has to improve. We have to comply with the international best practices. And then, only then you will have success in having better joint ventures. Now there are some companies which are doing well. They have no problem because they conform to the international best practices. And other parties also feel confident to join hands with them. So this is an opportunity. Now I think it is for every chamber to identify which are the areas where, as Professor was mentioning, we have low-hanging fruits. There is 85 million jobs to be replaced in China. How much of those 85 million jobs can we bring to Pakistan? These industries are going to be relocated. If not to Pakistan, they will go to Vietnam, they will go to Cambodia, they will go to Laos. Can we take advantage? So that is the opportunity. So let us be more proactive. Instead of just, thinking that something will fall in our lap, we have to manufacture our meal. And we have to
I'm sorry interrupting you with all